Hello, friends. Welcome to your favorite program, Make It Right with Symbol. Trust you're doing well today. In this edition, we'll be considering the topic diverse. Very excited about this because it is one of the fundamental things that show how we turn out in life. A couple of months ago, I was under this body of water. I was gasping for breath, trying to make my way to the top. And thankfully, there was this diver that was there to help out, bring me up to the surface. Well, the good part of this is that this is just a simulation, it's a survival simulation with procedures to follow and all of that. Despite all of the instructions, it was still very Herculean. So after the whole exercise, it dawned on me that this would actually be life. And these life issues can be as a result of mistakes that we've made in the past. Trust me, everyone makes mistakes. It is even believed that the older you live, the more mistakes you are likely to make. And some mistakes come to haunt us in the present. So the issues we face can be as a result of these mistakes that we made before now. Sometimes it can just be because we're in a transitional phase, maybe from high school to university, which is a different ball game. At other times, it might be that as a couple, you're trying to have children, and that makes you parents. Is another different play of field. At other times, it might be that you are relocating from a certain environment to another one, and you need to acclimatize yourself with what is obtainable in your new environment. All of these life issues, if not managed properly, with the right skills and with the right people, can mar us. But if handled properly, it can be mediums of upliftment for us at the end of the day. So, with all of these being said, we need people who have the requisite experience to be able to guide us in life. Uh, that's why we don't only relate with people on our levels, we relate with people who have higher number of years of experience than we do. It can be intimidating, but would be the better for it at the end of the day. We need people who can diagnose the situation, who can also recommend measures for us to get out of whatever is ailing us at that moment. It also behooves me to mention that you don't only relate with people in your field of play, you should also relate with people in other sectors. It helps us to give us an holistic view of life and how we can get across with certain things. We also need people we can trust and open up to. The truth of the matter is that you can't trust everyone. Neither can you open up to everyone about the things you're going through in life. As a matter of fact, there are people who at best should only know about the surface. Because if they have certain information about you, it becomes a problem. They begin to backbite you, they begin to show it up to the people and all of that. So you need people like this in your life. You also need people who can tell you the truth. At times, people are scared because of your position, your intellect, and all of that to tell you the truth. But you need people who can look you highball to eyeball and say, friend, what you're doing is not the best. And I think you should change. So people like this are rare and they don't care however you feel. I mean, positively, they care about you, but they don't care about them risking your relationship with them in as much as they are telling you the truth and it's left for you to either take it or leave it. Furthermore, you need people you can be accountable to. As a matter of fact, it can be the deciding factor of who succeeds and who doesn't. So everyone needs an accountability partner. Everyone needs somebody they can be answerable to. If you are married, by default, this should be your spouse. You need people who you can be intimate with. You know, we go through the glams, especially with the era of social media and all of that. But you need people who need to see you for who you are and not what you are. These are people who can evaluate and sense that something is going wrong at every point in time, even when you are covered with the makeup, with the Gucci bags, you're covered with the iPhone 12s and even the 13 that is yet to hit market. So these are people that will always be in your inner circles. And at every point in time, you need such persons because they can always sense the triggers, even when you yourself cannot see them. Lastly, you need people who love you sincerely. No, there are people you cannot just afford not to have in your circles. There are people who love you despite your mistakes. There are people who love you so much that they are willing to risk everything for you. You know, these are also people who are not intimidated by your success, even when you're succeeding. So you need people like that. So all of these characteristics are more leads to two basic categories of people. The first is your family. By default, your family members should be people who have one or more of these attributes. It's unfortunate that not every family is like this, and I'm aware of that reality. But as much as you can, invest in your family, even when you feel they don't deserve it or they are not the best or this or that. Just invest in them. You never can tell when it will pay off. At the same time, your friends fall into this category. Unlike family where we cannot choose which family we fall into, we can actually choose our friends. In fact, your friends are a reflection of the choices you've made, the decisions you've made over time. And you need to choose your friends carefully. People who can guide you through life, people who you connect on an higher basis than ephemeral things. These are the people that should form the league of your friends. You can have people who are meet and greet and all of that, who you call yourself friends in quotes, but who are not really friends. Your friends should be people who you can reach out to at any time to say this is what I'm going through, and they can rise up to your head to help without giving excuses. Sometimes acquaintances can fall into this category, but this is not the norm. They come just to help you out of certain situations and move out, but they can also be there at certain times. All of this being said, it shows that we need to grow our network intentionally. In as much as these people exist and you want them in your circles, you also have a price to pay. You need to cultivate your relationships, healthy relationships with these people. You need to also check on people. You need to be deliberate about how you relate with people. You don't relate with people sometimes because of the stage they are now. People can transcend in a very short while between point A and point B. And that can make all the difference in your whole life. So grow your network intentionally. My charge to you today is that who is the next person that you're going to call? Who is that person that you're going to set up a close rapport with? Who is that mentor that you need to sit with to be able to say, this is what I'm going through, and this is how I feel at this point in time. So we start one person or two persons or three or more that you need to invest in. This is the food for thoughts of today. In case you've not been following me on the social media platforms, you can catch up with me on any of these platforms. Is Make It Right and its symbol. If you're an SME and you have verifiable business and you're also willing to be subjected to reviews from people who have patronized you, because we need to know how we're faring with the SMEs that we air on this program. So if you're in that category, you can send a DM and we'll be very willing even to show forth your works to the world. This is one of our core mandates on this program. Remember that as long as there is life, you can make it right. Thank you for joining us once again. We'll see you some other time. Cheers.